Hey guys, crazy out here back playing FTB, and this is episode 18. And in this video, I want to work on my biofuel power plant that I had set up in episode 14. And I'm just not a big fan of the way I had it going. It looked cool, but it just wasn't producing enough EU, I think anyways, to fill up those MFSUs down there. I only had 4 of these diesel generators going, and I think I'm going to go with 9 on this new improved upgrade that I'm going to do here. And the old setup is still kind of here. What I had going, if you didn't watch that episode 14, is I had biomass coming in through this liquid duct. It was going all through the top here, and it was going into the biogas engines that were powering the stills. And of course, the biomass was being pumped into the stills as well, and then slowly being converted into biofuel that in turn was getting sent down via liquid ducts into the diesel generators. So that system, it was working, but like I said, it just wasn't working good enough. So yeah, as you can see, it looks a little bit different in here. There's a big tank of Gatorade sticking out of the roof here, and that's what I've been working on. I've been working on setting up this tank with, let's see how many buckets we got here. We got 340 buckets and counting of biofuel for this particular biofuel power plant here. And of course that means I'm creating biofuel somewhere else, and I will show you guys that later on in the video, how I've been doing that, which is actually a pretty cool setup, I think anyways. But right now what I want to do is I just want to dismantle this, you know, take down all these biogas engines and stills, which I don't need anymore. I don't need these here. And I'm going to set it up more closely to resemble probably this setup here with 9 thermal generators here for my lava power plant. So it's going to be very, very similar to that, except of course it's not going to use lava. It's going to use the biofuel that's going to come through here and into the generators. So yeah, give me a second to kind of break this down, and I'll probably set it up with you guys on camera. I just have to, of course, make everything. And yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, so I've dismantled everything, and I got my 9 diesel generators here, and also built a couple MFSUs. So for this setup, I think I'm going to go, whoops, fell there. I think I'm going to go flush to the ground here. I'm just going to have to lay in some more hardened glass just to shrink down this hole. And the cool thing is I can come back and I can expand off the 9 diesel generators and lay in a whole bunch more of them around this where I just put in the glass. But for now, we'll start with 9. So just drop in these 9 wonderful diesel generators. Then I gotta hook up the liquid ducts. But first, what I will do is I will drop in these MFSUs here. What is this? Hardened glass here. So I'll drop these MFSUs and kind of wire everything up the way I want it. So I'll just drop these in here. Of course, I'm going to have to switch this around here. Just going to take my rocket pack off, put my advanced lap pack, pull up my electric wrench, and just change the output here on these 2. Oh, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Why did that that was weird. Maybe I got to do it from underneath here. Just want to make sure the green part faces this way. Okay, there we go. And okay, sweet. So now what I want to do here is I want to kind of wire this all up. So I'm going to grab my, okay, I don't have enough glass fiber cable here. So I'm going to have to go back to the chests at the house. Oh, put my rocket pack on here. So yeah, give me a second here. I'll be right back with some glass fiber cable. Okay, so I got 45 glass fiber cable, so that should be more than enough. So just wire this system up here. Get these all hooked up to my MFSUs. Oh, and then lay down the, keep falling here. lay down the liquid ducts. Okay, so that should be all wired up correctly. All right, let's test this out. The liquid ducts here. So hook it up. It should look pretty cool when it's set up here. Okay, so I gotta point the output of the liquid duct on the tank here to point down. And of course I need a redstone current there. I'm just gonna use a regular lever. Drop that in. Let's drop it in here in the back. Right here. Flick the lever and there we go. Beautiful biofuel being sent down into the diesel generators. And let's see how quickly those 2 MFSUs are being filled up here. Okay, we got a problem. Or maybe they haven't fired up yet. Okay, these ones are drawing energy. Oh, okay, it's because I don't have these hooked up actually. That's why they're not producing power. 1 second here. Duh. Okay. All right, now I got 4 of these. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely increasing faster. And these ones aren't full either, so oh, this one's full. This one's just about full. Okay, it's full now. And this one's going. So because they're all kind of hooked up through the top here, they're all drawing energy off of each other. That's why you're seeing some weird stuff like this right now. It's because it's drawing off each other. But when they're all full, they should be, you know, pointing all the energy out this way and into the ground, which I'll hook up later into my factory that is just not set up yet. But in due time, I will get there. So yeah, things are working pretty good with this. So let's check out how I'm actually making the biofuel, which is actually really cool. So I'll meet you guys at the, I don't even know what I want to call it, the biofuel facility. So I'll see you guys there. All right, there it is, guys. The biofuel facility. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. I think so anyways. And let's try to explain how this thing works. Okay, so what I got here is I got 8 stills. In the previous setup, I only had 4 stills. So, you know, that's 8 is better than 4, right? So I got 8 of those and I have room to expand. I could probably drop in 5 more easily. Just maybe drop 1 there, 1 there, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. So that would be 5 more. And those are being powered via magmatic engines. So they're powered off lava engines versus using the biogas engines, which would waste biomass. So basically I got a line of lava coming in through here into these magmatic engines, which are shooting the power that they're producing into the redstone conduits, energy conduits here. And I got those wired up into the stills so they can convert that biomass into a biofuel. Then on the back of those stills, I got liquid ducts. This is all liquid ducts, by the way, of course. And I got the liquid ducts coming out the back here, and that's powered with a lever right against the wall here. And then I got the biofuel going all around here and then out into this area here. Sorry, I'm trying to hover as best as possible here. So out here and into this weird striped little hallway that I made with the liquid duct that doesn't have any biofuel in it right now. And the big reason, oh, no, there's some. And the big reason is because my biomass facility can't keep up. So now I got another problem I got to deal with, but I'll show you guys that in a second. So yeah, I got that pumping out through here and out into there, and behind this wall, let's break this block, is my biofuel facility that I was working on earlier. And there you have it. So let's take a look outside here. It's actually nighttime, but I did turn off the mobs, so we should be safe here. Alright, so just fly out here and take a look what it looks like outside. So I built this little kind of skylight thingy, and then I built a bridge over it. Just a real simple bridge, nothing fancy. Thought it'd be kind of cool to have a little bit of a bridge here going into nowhere in particular. And then this, of course, is the biofuel tank that goes kind of half overground and half underground. So yeah, that's how I've been kind of doing this particular setup. This setup, I think, is a lot better than what I had before, just because it's going to produce more biofuel, obviously, when I'm able to create biomass at a faster speed, because right now my biomass tank is probably completely empty. But yeah, I think I covered everything here of how it works. If you guys want to take a look, it was kind of hard to fit everything in here. I had to constantly expand the space just to kind of have everything kind of fit. And the cool thing is like I said, it's expandable, and I can also, because I have 2 blocks here, I can also increase the amount of magmatic engines to increase the speed that the biofuel is created. Although I'm not sure I can get these to go any faster. If I can, I mean, let me know, guys. But I think I got these going as fast as they're gonna go. I mean, right now I don't even have enough biomass to keep it going anyways. But another thing with these things are, oh, let me just break that, is they say they output 4 MJ per tick. But the weird thing is it's always different. Like right now it's saying 0.4 MJ per tick, which is really weird. But earlier I had 2 MJ per tick. I'm thinking because there's nothing for it to work on. That's why it's not shooting out a lot of power. Because it does have a lot of energy stored. As you can see, the energy store is increasing, kind of, not really. But anyways, I got, I think, 14 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I got 14. So I could easily add another probably 7 here and another 7 here if I wanted to, and then increase the amount of stills. But this is fine, I think. This is just fine. All right, so let's check out the biomass here. Yeah, we're back in the biomass facility. Seem to be in here quite often. But anyways, as you can see, my tank is completely empty, and I only got one of these things going, and it's going at a pretty decent speed. I mean, not a decent speed, but I mean, I got it timed or set up perfectly where there's just enough cactus and wheat that comes in here, as well as plant balls, just to keep this thing working constantly, which is what I wanted to do. So I'm gonna have to get a similar setup with this one, as I had mentioned in previous episodes, but that probably isn't gonna be enough either. So I probably have to double or triple the amount of fermenters. So I think I'm gonna have to roll with probably 6 fermenters running constantly, producing biomass to keep that new system going, plus all the other systems that use biomass, like all my engines on my farms and everything else. So it's going to require a lot more work in here, but I got a lot of room to expand in here, so I'll probably work on that when I got some time, because I don't like to have this tank empty. I like to have my green goo in here. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for the biofuel stuff for now, other than me maybe kind of dropping in some glass here, some hardened glass, and probably close off this area here. I probably don't need to go in there. I don't know why I close it off, but I don't know. It's kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe I should just keep it open. I don't know why I close it off. But yeah, I'm going to lay down some glass here too as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. So right now what I want to do is get some oil. I had mentioned that in the last episode. I got to start collecting oil because I want to convert the oil into biofuel. Not biofuel. Regular fuel. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do, guys. Give me a second to kind of just build off a buildcraft pipe and then find a nice area that has some oil and then figure out where I'm going to actually store the oil. I'm not sure. I'm thinking somewhere over there, but I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that. So yeah, give me a second, guys. I'll see you guys in a minute. All right. Found myself a nice oil geyser, I guess you want to call this. This is the second one of these I've found. I've already capped one. And yeah, let's cap this one. So what I'm gonna use here is I'm gonna use the Buildcraft pump, some redstone engines, and stone waterproof pipe, a chunk loader because this is pretty far from my base, and of course the liquid tesseract, which is going to teleport this lovely oil over to my tank back at the base. So yeah, let's time lapse this here. So I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me play some cobblestone. So yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward this part and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, got my pump down here. Just need to power it up. It should be connecting with the oil right now already, and it is. You can see right there. Good stuff. I'm going to use 4 redstone engines. I don't know if that really makes a difference or if I should use maybe electric engines with solar power so that goes faster, but I'm in no real hurry, so this will work just fine. So I'm just going to drop 2 levers here, one in each corner. And then I'm going to need some waterproof pipe, which I believe I brought. Yep, right here. So waterproof stone pipe. I'm going to put 2 of them. Why not? And then I'm going to drop the tesseract right on top here. I don't know why I just did that, but yeah, right here. Okay, and I already have an oil tank set up for it back at the base. So I just need to click that, activate that. And now that's activated, and whoa, oil's coming out. Okay, I need to make this, maybe I need to make this send only. It's kind of weird, there's no buttons here, but you just kind of click around here somewhere. Okay, there you go, send only. Okay, that's really weird. I'm just gonna break this real quick here. Set this up again. All right, there we go. Okay, so I believe that should be set up properly. Just need to flick the levers. And hopefully oil starts to come out of this thing any day now. Any day now. Come on. And we play the waiting game. Oh, there we go. Okay, so oil's coming out. I'm gonna have to drop the chunk loader as well. I forgot that last time, and I was like, why is this not working? I was like trying to figure it out. It took me a long time. That's how stupid I am. Okay, so I'm just going to drop the chunk loader here. I'm going to put the lasers on. Just want to see how much this covers. Well, that should... Oh, yeah, that's more than enough. That is more than enough. And, yeah. So, let's head back to the base and check out my oil tank. So, I'll see you guys there. No, actually, I'm going to turn that laser off before I go. Whoa, look at that. Okay, I'm just going to hide that laser. Okay, all right. See you guys back at the base. All right, guys. Back at the base, and this is my oil tank. Let's see how it's doing right now. What am I at here? I'm at 309 buckets of oil, so pretty cool. Show you guys how I got this working. At the top here, I got a little hatch, little maintenance hatch where I can come in here, and I got my liquid tesseract right here, and just the basic Buildcraft waterproof stone pipes filling up the tank. And I got 2 wells going right now. The one that I just set up, and I set up another one earlier. So it's coming in pretty quick. It's constantly coming in, pretty much. Slow and steady. So that is good. And I made the tank look a little different than my previous tanks. I put some covers on there, some iron covers. These things right here. Yeah, iron covers. So basically, I'll just pop one of these off because the iron tank's white, and I just kind of wanted it to look iron. Not sure why, but I thought it looked kind of cool. And I put the corner strips there on the corners. And this stuff down here, is actually machine blocks. So this thing cost me quite a bit of iron, but yeah, I think it looks kind of cool. And I put the pillars in there, so I use a lot of the red power blocks, the covers, the pillars, and I just use this kind of saw here, hand saw, to kind of break it up. And then these are called columns, I believe, and then I put in those little, what are these things called? Strips, I think, some kind, I don't have any, oh yeah, cover strips they're called, just to kind of make it look like a pillar. And this thing's not done yet. The plan is to have another tank underneath here somewhere, well, not somewhere, directly underneath it, that's going to store the fuel. So I need to make a refinery, and on this level here underneath this tank, I'm thinking I'll probably set up a refinery that will, you know, send all the fuel into that tank below, and then use that fuel to power some generators or use it for something. But the cool thing with the fuel is, if we can pull this up here, why is wood coming? It's kind of annoying. Where's the fuel here? Okay, here we go. If you check it out, a bucket of fuel produces 384K, so 384,000 EU. That's an insane amount of EU per, you know, bucket, and you get a 1-for-1 ratio off oil to fuel. So already I have 336 buckets of oil that can be converted into 336 buckets of fuel. So imagine when this tank is full. And when this tank is full, it will be 32,000 buckets of oil. Will I ever get there? I don't know. It's going real slow right now. But that is a ton of fuel. So I would have liked to have finished this all off this episode, but I'm not really sure how I want to set this all up. So that's something I'll do maybe next episode, or I might just leave it and work on something else. I will see. But yeah, that's the oil tank at the base. And that's pretty much going to be it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching, as always, and I will see you next time.